We arrive in Bangalore, India, late at night on the 2nd of July. A day's rest and some shopping did us good and rejuvenates us for the long trip ahead. We are ready for our Indian adventure. Has the city always been busy like this?
No, the city has changed. I've lived in this city now for 17 years. And the last 10 years, I would say, the city's really changed. I think there's been an influx of people. The city is the IT hub of India, and I think in the last 10 years, every major multinational has moved an office to Bangalore.
The following day, we meet with Anita at Oasis. Now, Oasis's office is tucked behind a gate with only a small, nondescript sign indicating its presence. We slip upstairs and meet Anita and her team, a group of about 10 people. Oasis is a rescue operation, rescuing girls from human trafficking. Young girls are trafficked, confined, and raped, then forced into the prostitution trade. Jim and I meet Anita in her office. She tells us that corruption and lack of manpower in the enforcement agencies has made this a rampant problem in big cities like Bangalore.
It is a huge problem in India. I think the US puts the figures at about 100 million, but the actual figures will be much, much higher because these figures are from about 4 years ago. I think the people on the ground see for themselves the number of people being rescued. So in this last 6 months, we've had 42 girls from Bangladesh alone rescued in one district in Bangalore. So you can imagine the numbers that are coming in from Bangladesh, from Nepal, but the numbers trafficked within India are huge as well.
The primary motive at Oasis is to rescue these trafficked girls, but it's not as easy as it sounds. There is a lot of planning, networking, and in almost all cases, this involves undercover operations. The risk is huge, and the situation is delicate and complicated. Anita and her team have been threatened physically. There are tremendous sums of money involved.
The risk is huge. I've always known that there is a risk in this, of being involved. But I think, I don't think we can sit quiet about it either. Being an Indian woman myself, and having seen what happens and having seen the fact that people do not want to get involved in really high risk things.
When the girls are rescued, it does not necessarily mean freedom. They face a lot of emotional and physical challenges. They are, understandably, afraid and ashamed. They're cut off from any support from family. The physical abuse these girls undergo during captivity is appalling.
I think if I have to speak about the worst kind of cases I've seen, I saw a 2.5-year-old girl who had been slashed many times around her waist and her bottom, and had been burnt with cigarette butts all around her private parts. So I think that was one of the worst. The level of abuse sometimes is just huge and horrid. When they're first brought in and they're broken, their will to do this is broken, they're abused very, very badly by the pimps. And so during that time they're chained, they're beaten, they're starved, and physically very badly abused.
Asian Aid, with its Operation Child Rescue Program, has joined hands with Oasis, supporting them with funds necessary to facilitate this rescue effort and the crucial rehabilitation for the children. Sitting and talking to Anita, I made aware of the huge risk that she is taking and the dedication and courage she has to undertake this dangerous mission.
I think if I wasn't doing this, and if I wasn't being involved in this, I don't think my heart would be silent on this. I think I choose to have the courage to do this.
Anita's motives are purely Christian. She knows that the only hope for these girls to recover from the abuse they've suffered is the hope that Christ can give. Oasis doesn't have its own rehab home and currently relies on government facilities. Anita's goal is to have a home of their own. Sadly, many of the girls rescued cannot overcome the pain or the shame. Some return to the lifestyle willingly, and rehabilitation is a crucial step. Coming out of the meeting with Anita, I am full of hope and encouragement for what she and her team are doing. At the same time, my heart is troubled as I try to comprehend the problems faced by innocent young girls in India. This is not the sort of beginning I had in mind when I first set out for India.